Alright, we're back with another episode of Hades, and I'm going to do something a little different this time. As the game just got released on Steam, thought I would do a nice, slow episode that just really went over all my decision making and everything I'm doing on a run to hopefully help any new players kind of get a grip on it. So, figured I'll start here in the room with
Darkness
Mirror of
give me
Night.
strength.
So for new players, you can see all the upgrades I have quite finished Faded Authority, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll say that when going through these, the most important ones are most likely Shadow Presence, Greater Reflex, Boiling Blood, Privileged Status, and Infernal Soul. These ones are definitely the most important, as these ones add the most damage increases, as well as greater reflex. Dashing and movement is the most important thing you can do. So, always have greater reflex, boiling blood. Whenever you use your cast, it gets embedded into an enemy. This makes it so that they'll now take 50% more damage. This gives you more casts. Deep Pockets is useful. Gives you a little extra money at the start. More money at the start means you can go to a shop earlier. Go to shop, get a good boon. That makes the foundation of your run better, and then you can proceed from there in a much stronger pace. Thick Skin, it's more life, can't really go wrong with it. These three are basically just darkness dumps once you've got the hang of the game, but they always make things a little easier and a little bit better. Death Defiances, I hope I don't have to use one, but we'll see. So on this run, I'm still trying to upgrade my tooth.
Which
So,
to choose?
as you see, there's several keepsakes in the game, and I'm trying to finish leveling up this one. So that's the only reason I've decided to take the tooth with me. Usually I would take either the pierced butterfly or one of the boons or one of the trinkets the gods have given me. But since we're just doing a little level up and a light, easy run, got 5 weapons, I decided to take the shield because it's my favorite. And also very basic. I'm not going to get into the weapon aspects too much. And here we have the Pact. Any new players, you probably won't have this. Don't worry about it too much. Just know that each one of these makes the game a lot harder. And I'm putting on a little bit of it, just a tight deadline, so that I can get access to Erebus. So I can show that off. Alright, let's begin. So here we have Zeus.
Remember, you've as many chances as it takes, young man.
Alright. Now, which one of these am I going to take? When I'm deciding on a boon, you have to take into consideration what weapon you're using. For me, I like using the shield special a lot. It bounces around, it's very quick, but it has a very low base damage. So, taking a boon that adds flat base damage to the attack, very good. The shield bash, it's too close range for me to like using chain lightning with it, and thunder dash is just incredibly weak. I can't stand it. So I'm taking the thunder flourish both because I think these are too weak to use with the shield. This isn't good on a melee attack, and this is just a weak dash. So we take thunder flourish.
I feel all tingly.
Now we can do that. Okay, gems. Not gonna flip too hard on this. I'll just try to state the merit of each one. Gems is probably the least important. Is it? No, with the update, gems might actually be pretty important.
Gemstones.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Gems are probably decently important. Maybe I shouldn't have put the timer on, because now I'm going to stop and think about these things. Gems are decently important, though. This is Poseidon. This symbol here, the room will show you what the reward is after completing the room. That's the symbol for Poseidon.
More brimstones.
There's Chaos.
Oh, good.
Now, I'm not flipping, because I like Poseidon, personally.
Good tidings. Greetings, little Hades. It is I.
What have we got here? Sense aid, sunken treasure, flood shot. I don't like his aid, so I don't really want to take this, but sunken treasure is usually a waste of a room. I only take it if I desperately don't want anything else. And I could... Flood shot's okay, but I can usually run without it. I haven't really gotten hit, so there's no point in taking sunken... I don't need the healing. So all I'm really getting out of is gemstones and obol. Charon's obol there. Darkness. When you're starting the game, all of those are really good to have. But for me, my decision making, as much as I hate it, I think I need to take this. Okay, so now I have the option between darkness, gems, and going to see chaos. You guys, newer players might not see chaos too early on. Chaos gives you more power. I don't really need the resources anymore, so it's a better decision for me to go see chaos over them. But if you need resources...
Something is the matter, son of Hades. Speak then. What is on your mind?
Master Chaos, the goddess Nyx, she seems to want to speak with you again.
Oh, jeez.
I wonder, would you maybe contact her sometime? She seems convinced it is your move to make if you so choose.
The goddess Nyx wishes to hear from me. Now that is unexpected, son of Hades, and I wonder if perhaps this is a jest of yours. But I can see that your intentions are sincere. I cannot make you any promises in this, except to say that I shall think on it.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, now, which one of these do I want to take? Now, I don't have anything special on my cast yet, and this is going to deal damage to me every time I use my special, which is my main source of damage right now. So I definitely don't want to take Flayed Shot. Caustic Flourish, more special damage, and I can deal with Inferno Bombs being thrown at me. If I was looking for Darkness, I'm not on this run. Actually, maybe I should. I do still need Darkness a little bit. You know what? I'm going to take this one, because if you're a newer player, this is probably the one you should take very early to fill out your mirror, but then I'd probably take this one if you want to win. This is for farming resources, so I'll take that one. And and the next room is darkness. Perfect. As you can see, like I was saying early on, always be moving. Oh. Ow. Stepped on a trap. Gotta watch out for those.
The underworld's power.
Darkness again. Although, I'm not actually getting any bonus darkness yet. Not for another 2 rooms. This is probably a bit of a waste. Oh. Okay, the darkness. Now, what am I thinking? Ooh. Here's an interesting decision. Okay, so Well of Charon can spend a little bit of money to pick up a little boost. I'm gonna pick up the Trove Tracker.
Coin goes in, that comes out.
Now, because I have this open, it's pausing the timer, so I'm gonna leave it up. As you can see over on the left there, one of the rooms is offering me Athena. That's the symbol for Athena. If you go over, you can see there's a little skull on the bottom of it. That means that it's going to be an elite encounter, the little skull at the bottom. But after I pass it, I'll get Athena. The other option is the Daedalus Hammer. And that's where we're going. And we're going here because it upgrades... The Daedalus Hammer upgrades your weapon. And weapon upgrades are probably the most significant upgrade you can get. I'd say they are typically what will define your run.
There it is.
We've got Charge Shot, Pulverizing Blow, Sudden Rush. You know, I never use Bull Rush. don't like it. And I don't really have anything for it right now. I think I'm just going to take Pulverizing Blow.
I'm honored.
Mostly just because I never use Bull Rush. Okay, this is money, or health. If it was money, I would open it. It's not. This is Erebus.
Time
As
to
you can
make
see,
some
I need
changes
at least
around here.
5 heat. I'm going to do this
I'm authorized.
in order to enter. Once I do... So I had this decision between going to Erebus or taking the health. That was the normal exit to the room.
You
Erebus
should know
is
when
worth
to quit.
2 of whatever is in the image. So, if you pass, it is the equivalent of doing 2 rooms in one go. Or getting 2 of the same reward. But, in order to pass, you cannot be hit. Another reason I like the shield. Very good at not getting hit with it. Ooh, 520
What do I
hit.
get?
So the palm upgrades your boon. I went with it because I haven't really gotten any boons. One of the reasons I decided to pick up the palm instead of flipping for another god was that I can make my Thunder Flourish as strong as
you,
possible.
gods.
Ooh, hello. So I have the option between a palm, the shop, and Zeus. Palms give diminishing returns. As I've just upgraded my special twice, I don't really want to keep going. It's going to be weaker and weaker every time I do. So the decision is really between the shop and this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, please don't do that to me. There we go. Let's go to the wall.
Poseidon. In the name of Hades.
And I decided to go for Zeus because I knew Zeus would be very helpful to my build. Whereas the shop could have given me anything. I'm going to take Static Discharge.
Thunder time.
Although Zeus is Wrath. Switching the Wrath wouldn't have been too bad either. But,
See you. I'll take it.
ooh, another level to Thunder Flourish. I like it. Get a key. Yeah. Oh yeah. My little resources, like keys and gems and
relief.
stuff, they all give me little bonuses as well. Yours won't until you upgrade
I
them.
know that toll.
But,
Why, hello, Zagreus.
so there's a bit
I
of
have a
decision
feeling
making
this is
there
not
for
going
me
to take
too.
much time at all. All of you. It's over.
He's not kidding.
All must die.
Okay. I'm
More.
actually cutting my time pretty... Oh wait, the timer froze? It freezes for this room. I didn't know that. Makes sense. This can take a long time.
One less.
But it also means I don't have to be so aggressive as I thought I had to be. Alright, Thanatos. Randomly happens. Actually, it's really good that
Down more than
I've
I
got
did.
this pause timer because I can talk about this. He randomly appears. If you get more kills than him, he will give you health. So I just got really lucky with that. I'm going to gift you my ambrosia.
I have to hand it to you, Zag. You're really putting in the work to get me to forgive you after all you've done. I'm honestly surprised.
Don't be. That feast of ours is really going to be something, Than.
I guess if you insist.
Right.
Good to
Happy
see
to
you
chat with
taking a
them.
little mort there on one of your strolls. Means I can better keep an eye on you out there.
Oh, whoa! What is that face? I have
He's
not
been great
seen
to
that
have
look.
around for sure. Still can't believe you found him after all this time. You used to always carrying him around. I was so sad for you when he got lost.
And I cannot believe you still remember that. Regardless, he will not be getting lost again under your supervision. Accurate?
Accurate.
Ooh, okay, so I've got the option to shop or go to see Chaos. Chaos is dangerous. This is the second time I've been offered the shop. That means that this is most likely the shop before the boss. There's always a shop, then a boss. Which means if I go see Chaos, whatever he gives me, whatever punishment I take to get the benefit later, I'm going to have to deal with that punishment in the boss fight. So that's the decision to make. Can I withstand that punishment or not? Me, I probably can. That's the thing to take into consideration, though, is that I have 300 gold. That means I can probably buy almost everything in the shop. So, the second decision, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is one boon from Chaos going to be worth maybe a boon of health and an upgrade from the shop? I'm going to risk it, because I like to live dangerously.
Well then.
Although, one thing to note is that actually, he's going to send me to the shop after I do this anyway.
I'll have to withstand the winds of chaos
Yeah.
to extract the benefits a few chambers from now.
Actually, I was totally wrong in what I just said. When you get Chaos right before the shop,
Hi, Charon.
he always sends you to the shop anyway.
I'll take it.
So it's absolutely the right thing to come here, or to go see Chaos. If you can handle his punishment, and I can. So, what have I got here? Sure footing, worthless. I think this might be the worst boon in the game. Divine Dash, I think this might be the best boon in the game. And Divine Strike, I don't need that. We're going to take Divine Dash. This is a lot of extra defense on each dash. Dashes have a little bit of an invulnerability frame window. This makes it much wider. Saves you
Shield
a
of
lot
light.
of damage.
Just
This
what I
is
need.
Hermes. Hermes is definitely the most powerful god in the game. I'm going to take Swift Flourish, because having the shield bounce
How about
faster
that?
will mean I can dish out attacks faster.
Think I know what you're going to say.
Yep. She always says. So one thing you can see is that as soon as the fight started, I put my cast shot into her. Because that means right away I'm getting a plus 50% damage.
What?
Very important. As long as that is all above her health bar there, see them? As long as that's there, she's taking 50% more damage. Which makes the fight much easier.
For the mirror.
Alright. So that gist of my decision
Seems
making
the
on
Fury
that
failed
floor.
to do her job.
Now here, I could change my trinket if I felt I needed to. Maybe I picked up certain boons and it turned out I actually want something from someone else to help further boost it. Because I'm leveling this up, I'm not going to do that. But the god I'd almost likely, if I was going to flip it to, right now would be Zeus, because there's a lot of stuff he could give me to make my special much more powerful. And taking his trinket ensures he would show up at least once on the next floor, and would make all his boons better. So that's why I would flip to him if I wasn't leveling up the tooth trinket right now.
See you, Tartarus.
Trying to list every boon that would help me. I feel like I would just be throwing information at people, so there's no point in really saying that. Just suffice it to say, Zeus is very self-synergistic and very strong to keep getting. Let's go see Hermes. Always love seeing Hermes. No real decision to make there. Now,
Thought I'd check in first, see how things are going. Slow, right? Not for long.
okay, now, I can tell you right away I'm going to take greater reflex. Like I said at the start, dashing and movement, most important aspect of the game. Greater reflex, best boon in the game. But let's say, for argument's sake, what would the other ones help me with? 12% attack speed? That's okay. I'm not really using my attack, so there's really no point in taking it. Quick recovery after dash quickly after taking damage. You recover some of the damage lost. Not bad. Not one of my first choices, though. If I was running heat, where everyone's hitting me a lot harder, this gets better, but right now it's not that good. Not that good for me. So
Faster than ever.
but now this, that is way better. Now we've got the decision between picking up a health or going to the special encounter. Each floor has a different special encounter. This floor is Eurydice. It's always a good encounter, by the way. I think it's almost always worth it to go see the special encounter. It's always the best room.
Generous of you to keep me stocked up on this stuff, Your Royal Majesty.
My pleasure. I'm always pleased to see you during my otherwise generally unfortunate travels in Asphodel.
Don't let Orpheus get into too much trouble, won't you, hun?
All right. Yes. So every one of these rooms, you'll meet a character and they'll offer you some sort of benefit. Eurydice here offers increasing the rarity of 2 of my boons, giving it a level to 4 of my boons, or making the next 3 boons I find have an upgraded rarity. All very powerful. I'm going to take Pomfridge, though. Palm porridge.
That can be arranged.
Because I think
Thanks
the
so much.
levels are probably a little better right now. Okay, I'll go get a key.
See you again.
Whatever.
Well, see ya.
Yeah. I have too many boons that I would want
reasonable,
upgraded rarity to, that I would just be disappointed if I missed. Like, so many of the boons could have been upgraded in rarity that I might not have hit the ones I needed upgraded in rarity. I was much more likely to get a benefit from leveling. But upgrading rarity is a better boost than leveling, especially with the more levels that a boon has.
The boon I got from Chaos has a
What's
new
this?
effect.
That's gems. I'm gonna do it just because I'm still kind of trying to collect resources.
Advised.
Oh, hey. So while I'm doing this fight, I now take a look and see I have the option in the shop, money, and Zeus. I'm gonna go see Zeus because, like I said, I really want his
The
benefits.
supervisor here.
I also had the option of going to Erebus if I was running higher heat,
Thank you, Father.
which I might have done if I could. Right now I can't, so we'll eliminate that option. There's shop, Zeus, or money. A boon is always better than money. The main thing you're going to spend your money on is boons, so you might as well just skip the middleman, get the boon. And I don't have enough money to really make a shop worthwhile. Even if I did, I'd probably still go see Zeus just because in this instance, Zeus is what I would be going to the shop looking for anyway. So I'm going to choose to fight for a Zeus boon. Because that is something to take into consideration as well. I've chosen to fight rather than skip the room and just gain benefits. But the shop could have healing. If I needed healing, maybe surviving it would be a more important consideration for me. Nope.
Right there.
Zeus. Normally I love seeing this. I don't really have any knockbacks. I don't need this. This is a very good duo though. It's one of the best ones. I love that one. But I'm actually going to take Double Strike.
The Thunder God's might.
I don't really have any attacks or anything that's knocking foes back, so nothing's actually going to cause the Thunder to strike. Otherwise, that's a legendary level boon.
Just in time.
So, it's kind of good. I'm just kind of glad that happened. That I could show why I would decide not to take what would probably be considered the most powerful, one of the most powerful boons you could offer me. Instead, I took a chance at double strikes. Basically, I have a 35% chance that every time my shield hits and applies lightning, the lightning will apply twice. which is just good. I'm gonna buy this because I have the Charon thing, so it's actually worth 71 instead of 17. Not gonna buy health because I don't need it. Ooh, here's a decision. This is a challenge room. I'm competing for the god's favor. Whichever one I don't pick, that one will be mad. Very mad. And this is money. This is worth 2 boons though, but it's a very
get out of here.
dangerous room. I'm going to do it because I feel very strong. If I didn't feel strong,
That coin.
actually funny enough, if I didn't feel strong, I
Olympus
might have still
fights
chosen
this
it because I would felt like I need it in order to have a chance at surviving further on. Splitting bolt. Now, this is an easy decision, but let's go over it anyway. This adds an extra 40 damage to every single one of my shield attacks, which is kind of what I skipped out on last time, except I don't need to have a knockback effect. It's not a duo. It is just within Zeus's kit. So I'm absolutely taking this. But this is Heaven's Vengeance. This is for if I get hit, I deal damage back. I don't plan on getting hit ever, so I tend to stay away from the Vengeance boons. And we already talked about why I don't want Lightning Strike. But this is just really powerful. And I think it's the last...
Lord
Yep,
Zeus's strength.
that's the last one I haven't taken from
We
him since the
Olympians,
update.
we are a prideful family, cousin. You cannot simply choose a favorite without spurring one of us to wrath.
And as you can see, because I chose Zeus, Athena is mad. Now she's going to send enemies at me
I had to do.
that she is helping by making them invincible for a short time. Yeah. If I didn't have this shield, I would not have picked... I would almost never pick anyone over Athena, because she has probably the most
She's
dangerous
evil now.
enhancement for her when she sends guys after you. Not only are they invincible, you touch them, you take a lot of damage, so you need to be at range. But once you beat them, they forgive you.
Now then, I hope we can move past this little incident and keep our focus on the task at hand.
So yeah, so this is another elite room, a little different from the other kind of elite rooms. Now, what do we got here? Divine Strike, Deflect. After you take damage, you briefly deflect, and Deathless Stand. This one I can't take because this will replenish a Death Defiance charge. I haven't lost all my HP yet, so I still have all of my Death Defiance charges. You can see my little heads up above my life bar, close to Zagreus' hip there. If I had lost one of those, this would replace it. It's not worth taking if it's not going to replace one, so I'm not going to take it. This one, again, only works when I get hit. I don't plan on getting hit. This Deflect is very good. I took double strike on my melee attacks earlier, so making them do an extra 60% damage each hit is very strong. And I do need another
Shield
god
of Light.
on one of those kits. Okay, I'm gonna go. Actually, no, I'm gonna flip Dionysus. I don't have much money. I don't want Dionysus. I don't think he helps. I don't want Poseidon. I don't think he's gonna help. We're gonna go with Zeus. That's the Fated Authority that lets me flip. Newer players are not gonna have access to that. You'll just kind of have to deal with whatever you get. Fine, I'll take Sea Storm. Jeez. See if I
The
can
Thunder God's
find
might.
something to act as a knockback. Maybe Explosive Return will do a knockback? I don't know. After I got pulverized, I really have no way of causing guys to get knocked back, so I don't know how I'm gonna actually trigger that duo. I think it's... Maybe I'll sell... You know what? That's what I'll do. I'm gonna try to sell it. At a Purging Pool. Which, hey, this is actually really great, because I almost never need to sell a boon. I almost never feel it's the right move. I'm getting a lot of instances that I can talk about really rare decision making I normally wouldn't do on this
How many
run.
of these are there?
That's great. Like, almost always the decision is don't sell the boon because it's probably helping you, but this is one of those times it's just not. not going to talk about the fights too much, like the bosses and stuff, because they're just patterns. You'll learn them. I will say, though, that in this instance, my plan is to kind of just stay back, throw the shield, keep out of range of the head's attacks. As you can see, that gets harder and harder as the fight progresses. But, there we go. As you see, I'm also ridiculously strong. Also want to make sure I avoid that attack. And voila! 42 seconds to spare. Really making the most of my time to stop and talk about stuff. Alright. Onwards! So, as I said, I'm going to try to sell my boon now.
How did you?
How's Skelly doing? How many more? 11. I'm not going to have enough by the next one. So this is the Purging Fountain.
Should I take the trade?
Here you can sell a boon for a whole bunch of money. As you see, legendary boons are worth a lot. So, but it'll only offer to buy 3 at a time, same as if I was purchasing a boon or being given a boon. So I don't have any. So it's not offering to buy the one I want to sell, but every time I see one of these, I'm going to see if it's going to offer to buy it. Yeah, I'll do this. That is a bit of a risk. Actually, I should really talk about that. So what I just did there is I bought an item that will ensure that chaos will show up in the next room. The reason it's a risk is that I know from experience on Elysium that the first 2 rooms being offered are often very good. They're usually things I want to take, like a hammer upgrade or another boon from a god. So it's a risk that I might have just spent 40 gold and then decide I don't actually want to see chaos. I want what the game is going to offer me to begin with. So as you can see, chaos just opened up, but what's being offered? Palm and money. I think chaos is better than a palm and money, so I'm glad so risk paid off. Glad I did it. There are some merits to going to get the palm, though. Let's see if I look at my boons. This could use an upgrade. I know one upgrade would bring it from 35 to 45%, for example. It's just one of the things I know at this point. Getting this upgraded would be nice. This is getting diminishing returns. I don't need this upgraded. Getting this upgraded wouldn't be too bad. None of my other stuff upgrades. These won't upgrade because they're legendary. This I don't need upgraded. It's not a big deal. Heck, I'd sell it. Getting a damage boost is nice, but all of its utility is in that it's deflecting while I dash. So I don't need it upgraded. So the palm's not really that great, but if I desperately needed upgrades, there might have been a reason to go here instead of seeing chaos. Money is always good, but money's 100. Boons are worth at least 150, just by value of the shop. So
might as well.
Going to see chaos is worth at least 150. Typically. Chaos is a little bit different than that, but
in the name of Hades,
it's a way to think about it. Special deal 77% more damage. Oh, yeah, so maybe I haven't talked about this enough. Chaos, he will give you a punishment, and then if you survive, the punishment turns into a reward. So for this one, I'd lose 48 HP of my max HP, but if I survive 3 encounters like that, my special will then deal 77% more damage. Really good. Abyssal Grasp. Oh, this is faded because I haven't actually taken a grasp before. That's why that was faded. So this one's not bad. I'm not really using cast too much, so one of the reasons I'm not too interested in taking this. But you can see that little scroll beside where it says Abyssal Grasp. That's part of the faded choice, which is a new addition. It's just saying I've never taken it before, and if I take it, I will be rewarded for taking it along with all the other choices I haven't taken yet. So there's a bit of the decision making. Do you want to fill out your fated choice, or do you want to win? I think I'm probably powerful enough. I don't need a Trophic Flourish. Most times, if this wasn't my fated choice, I would take this. But this is my fated choice, and I would like to fill it out. So I'm going to take this one.
Chaos flows through me.
Okay, so decision making here. This is worth gems to you guys, or any new players, but it's also worth 20 gold to me. 20 gold's not that much. This is worth a key and a fated authority, which means that it gives me another opportunity to flip the room, so it lets me do that. This is worth an upgrade. This will randomly upgrade one of my boons, and then I have a boost for darkness. I'm gonna take the darkness just because I have a boost. Normally I would probably go take that nectar though, because it will make my skill stronger. Randomly, but still stronger. Might have to be a little quicker in my explanations because Elysium is long, so I probably shouldn't dally too much. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna do this because it's worth 150. Well,
You truly are an idiot, aren't you?
this is the number's gonna keep counting now. Just watch. There, worth 149. But it's be worth about 150 to me. Yeah, look at that.
Disappointing for these so-called
139.
champions.
Very nice.
So then, my decision normally would be between Erebus and the hammer. I would almost always take the hammer, like I said. This is probably the most powerful boon you can get. This is the greatest enhancement to your kit.
My weapon's hidden
Ooh,
talents.
Dreadflight. This is an excellent pickup for me. So, right now, you've seen, I'm mostly using my special, throwing it around. This will make it so it hits more guys before it comes back to me. Bonus, it also makes it move a little bit faster. So, this is a really good upgrade for me. But if we look at the other ones, this is Charge Shot. Like, you've seen me, I'm not using my Bull Rush at all, so I'm not going to take this. And Dashing Wallop, I'm not using my attack very much, so I'm not dash attacking too much, so this one isn't as big an upgrade as this one. Although there are times where I'm doing a melee build with the shield, and dash attacking is a huge upgrade. But we are going to take Dreadflight. I'm going to see, so I have the option between Aphrodite, that's the heart, and Athena. I'm going to see Athena because I want a status effect from her.
Appears it's time we challenge one another once again. Prepare.
Also, if you'd have noticed, there was a skull beneath both of those rooms, which meant that it was going to be an elite room. I didn't have a choice between them. I can't tell which elite encounter is going to be. That is random, but I knew it was going to be an elite encounter. Right. As you can see, put the cast shot in them every opportunity I get. Make sure it's there.
Enough.
I guess I win this round.
Now, the main reason I took Athena is because I have her already, and I'm looking for...
I'm here again to
Nope.
lend to you my power, noble cousin.
Oh, I didn't realize I hadn't talked to her yet. Oh, I haven't taken this one. Probably going to end up taking this one because I don't care for any of these. Did not get the skill I was hoping for. Happens a lot. I'm going to take this because fated choice, not because it's good, Well, it is better than it used to be. It's not good. But just to go over the choices here. Proud Bearing. Each encounter your god gauge is partly full. If your god gauge is what lets you use your wrath, so if you have a good wrath, this will let you start the fight with it rather than having to go through about half the encounter before you can start really using it. This is a cast. I don't like the way this one flies. Each cast changes the way the projectile functions. I don't like the way this one functions, so it's just a personal choice not to take this one. I think generally speaking this is probably the best choice, but I don't like it personally. So I'm going to take this one because it's the faded choice and because I should give it a shot right now. I do have 2 deflects, so I'm going to send a lot of projectiles back at enemies. I don't need
the 3
them all.
fates.
I don't need money either. I don't want health. I don't want Dionysus.
No thanks.
Fine. Fine. Where are you?
I'll just take that.
I'll go to the shop this time. I think this is the halfway shop, not the end. Yes, this is the halfway shop. So what do I have choice? I got a choice of 3 things to buy. Got darkness. Gonna buy that just because I do have the thing. Not gonna bother with the health because I'm strong enough. I don't need it. Okay, these 3. Wave of Despair. After you take damage, inflict weak. Not a bad one. Again, I don't really plan on getting hit, so I'm not going to take this one. Different league, damage resistance. This is a good... I think this is a better safety than the revenge-based ones. Especially because right now my shield aspect is giving me 15% damage reduction, so this is bringing it up to 30. That's starting to get significant. So there's a reason to take this one. Shatter Shot, I actually do like this cast. And it also helps apply weak. That's a curse. I need a second curse right now. It's the one thing my build is missing. So I think this is actually the best choice. Shatter Shot.
I feel fabulous.
That's a personal choice. This
That
room's
means I said hi,
not the right room to go to, but I'm gonna go to it just so I can talk decision making with Patroclus. And also give him a gift.
You owe me neither time nor generosity, and certainly not this. But if you truly have no better use for it...
It's not a matter of oh, sir. Please open your mind to the possibility, nay, the fact that there are those who care about your well-being.
Right.
You again? Then here. Fates know I'll not be needing this.
Yes, again, just like Eurydice on the last floor, he offers me 3 choices. This one enhances my attack by 40% for the next 10 encounters. That's huge, but I'm not using my attack at all, so it's not really worth taking. Kiss of Styx Premium. This replenishes all uses of Death Defiance, so if I had died 3 times before coming here, this would give me 3 Death Defiances back. Again, huge, but I'm doing well, so I don't need it. Hydrolite of the God, for the next 5 chambers, restore 30% of your health. I have taken a bit of a beating. I'm at about, you can see my life is about half right now, so it would at least heal me to full. So really the choice is between these 2. Because I'm not using my attack at all, I don't think I should take the Cyclops Jerky. I almost never do. Because I almost never use my attack that much. And whenever I do, I never run into Patroclus. Just, bad luck. But I mean, in most encounters, the mob basic encounters, I'm not using my attack at all. But I know I will be on the boss fight. So there's a real reason to actually take the Cyclops Jerky. Same time though, I am at about half HP. But I've got 4 Death Defiances. I don't need... Even if I end up losing a Death Defiance in this whole floor, it's not going to take me down. Let's actually take the Cyclops Jerky. I've talked myself into it. Poseidon... can I flip it to Zeus?
What else we got?
I'll take Athena. As you can see, one of the decisions I'm making is, do I want to take or flip the god? The main reason I'm flipping away from Poseidon is because nothing in my kit is going to benefit from him further.
Lady Athena.
Oh, you. Athena, you are mean. You are mean. Okay. Divine Protection. This is a very good shield. This is what I was actually looking for last time, is Deflect, because that's a curse. A very easy curse for me to apply in my current combat style. And if you remember early on, one of the boons I had pointed out as being very important was, oh crap, what is it called? Divine Heritage. I think Privileged Status, that's it. Privileged Status. What that does is if you have 2 curses, which Blinding Flash applies the Exposed curse. If you have 2 curses, enemies with 2 curses on them take plus 50% damage. So taking this is not only plus 60% damage when hitting them in the back, but plus 50% damage on top of that for having 2 curses. Because my other curse is coming from Zeus. I'll show you which one it is. So this is very, very good. This is, funny enough, this is a legendary. Foe's projectile speed reduced by 60%. Makes it so easy to dodge everything. This is a massive, huge, potent utility pickup. This is just negate damage. Every 20 seconds, you get a barrier, just, you take a hit, you go, nope. Very strong as well. It's also one of my fated choices, because it's very rare that it ever shows up. Doubly funny, though, I think this might be the weakest of all 3 choices. 1 block every 20 seconds, it's nice, and if you're not getting hit very often, and then this covers you every odd chance you do, that's a lot of HP it could be saving you. This also saves you a lot of HP because it lets you dodge all the projectiles. This is almost a 100% damage increase. And that's why I'm actually going to take, if anyone who's new to the game is thinking, wow, he's going to take a rare over a legendary, that's why. This rare is actually knowledge of my kit and what's going to give it the biggest boost says that taking Blinding Flash is the best boost I can take. Which is sad because this is my fated choice. And I haven't taken this one yet, and I need to. And that's part of my decision making right now, but I'm trying to think general after I've done my fated choices and cleared those off my list, what would I actually pick? And it would probably be Blinding Flash.
Athena's power.
But that was a very, very mean choice of boons that she just gave me.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
So mean. Shatter Shot. Separate that. Heal.
5-second rule.
Not going to spend the money on health because I'm strong enough.
There is no greater pleasure in Elysium than vanquishing the likes of you.
Yeah. Alright, now you can see up beside the Minotaur. Oh, can't see it anymore. But I do this, hit him. So you can see there's a kind of looking like a fissure. I guess it's supposed to be like a break in his armor. That's the privileged status showing up. And that's the sign that I'm dealing 50% damage. see beside the Theseus on his HP bar. He's got one of my shards inside of him.
Lord Dionysus, lend me your power.
This little Hades.
Shall return.
That'll do.
And as you can see, my damage shot up because I took the blinding, exposed.
King Theseus has fallen to the likes of you.
Don't forget Asterius. Let's see here.
I'm almost done with this tooth, right? 5 encounters. I think I want to be a little bit more efficient with my time right now. So I'm actually going to switch off the Lucky Tooth, and I'm going to... which one of these should I level up? I'm going to level up the Chthonic Coin Purse. I'll rank this one up like early on in another floor. Oh, Purging Pool. Not offering me the stuff I want. We got here. Grab that. This will stack with the jerky that Patroclus gave me. This is another 30% damage. I'm not going to take it, but just as a general information, these stack. So if you can buy a Cyclops jerky and another Cyclops jerky, it's 60% damage. But I'm not going to take it. I don't really need it. And I want to save my money for the shops and sticks.
Hope it's nicer outside than it is in here.
Alright, what have we got?
Something I can use.
Let's see a stick shop. I want this. Don't care about this. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm not going to get enough money to buy that. Even though I want... Actually, no. If I get a Purging Pool and it offers me to take one of the ones I don't want, that could do it. Okay. I'm going to go see Zeus first. Out of this game, really trying to force Poseidon on me. That's okay though. So I chose to do Zeus first because one, it was an elite encounter. I like getting that one out of the way early. Because for any new player, if you haven't actually made it through Styx yet,
Can't quite get acclimated to this smell.
the last room of Styx is basically whichever you're looking for an item in Styx. What have we got? Ooh, Clouded Judgment. Billowing Strength. I think I'll take this. Okay, actually, let's think about this. This, whenever I deal damage or take hits, fills up my God Gauge faster. This, after using my Wrath, my call, after I do the surfing looking thing, will increase my damage by 45%. That's a huge damage increase. The only thing about this and this is that I don't like my Wrath. This is my Wrath's gonna eat up about 1.5 seconds of this. This is gonna enhance the damage it's doing during that 1.5 seconds. But my Wrath isn't actually the strongest damage output I can do, I don't think. It's stop attacking and hitting is. So it's iffy if I really want to take this. I'm probably gonna end up taking Billowing Strength, because again, I don't want to get hit. I'm not gonna take a thing that's only gonna happen when I do a thing that I don't plan on doing. Clouded Judgment, I don't have a reason to want to fill my gauge up faster because I don't have something like Billowing Strength yet. So we're going to take Billowing Strength.
Thunder time.
What's that?
Hey, money.
So that's the decision making there. Now, normally what I would do is I would not go to the next elite counter until I cleared out these 3 rooms. Because as I was saying before I interrupted myself with my decision making there. The last room, you're looking for an item, and that item will be in a room with a healing fountain. So I like to do the elite first because it's a harder room. So if I'm going to get hit anywhere or badly, it's probably going to be in one of those rooms. And then I look for the fountain. Because it's never been the first room for me, and I don't think it can be. So I always do the elite room first because it's most likely going to be the hardest room I deal with. So that is that room.
Hope this can get me out of here.
Yeah, hopefully I also level up the coin purse. I also usually go to the shop after I'm done with all the rooms. Yeah, I'll grab health, sure. Why not? I am gonna do all the rooms though, even if I do find the sack that I'm looking for. Just because part of the point of this is I'm trying to level up. And I level up my trinkets by doing encounters. So each time I go down a path, it's about 4 or 5 encounters. Poisoned.
There.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there we go. Coin purse upgraded. By the way, if you're poisoned, just go up to this. It'll cure you. Refills very quickly. Yes. So I can see, here's the sack. So,
Yes.
grab the life, claim the sack,
Cerberus will love it.
and then we use this to heal. So normally, normally I'd do it that order so that
Maybe
if
should
I
check the other
feel like I
passages
want
leave.
to not do these rooms and just go fight, I'm at the best capacity to do that. So that's the reason I tend to do it in that order. Also, the elite room tends to be a boon, so it'll enhance my run, and then I just keep doing the easy rooms until I heal.
No way.
And then I go fight the final boss. What we got?
Should be something useful here.
I'm gonna take this just because I might get enough money to go buy that $1,500 item.
That's a lot of coin.
Okay.
Delicious.
Which am I gonna upgrade? I'm barely using this. I should probably upgrade this. Yeah, I'll upgrade the blinding flash.
Cheers.
Alright. Mostly just because that's the one I'm using. Not much else to the decision making than that. Okay, let's go see Poseidon.
What now?
Do wish I still had a fated authority to flip away from him. Find somebody else, but what can I do?
I'm rich.
I chose to use it early, so this is the results of my decision making. See, all comes full circle. I now have to take a boon from a god that's not really the most helpful towards my kit.
Time to
Oh,
deal with
hello.
all this pest problem, I guess.
Come on, heal, heal, heal. Sweet nectar. Actually, you know, I'm gonna take sunken treasure just because it might give me enough money.
This high tide. Claiming these.
Yeah. Normally, I actually would take the palm, the duo.
It's one of their layers. Poseidon.
Oh, it's stuck in the corner there. Wait. Oh,
There.
it is over.
Good enough.
It's like, why hasn't this fight ended yet? So as you can see, I now have less HP because I went through all those floors, and also less time. And I didn't quite make enough money to buy this. But I should have enough to buy everything else.
Should help keep me going.
Oh, hey, look. There's Sweet Nectar again. And it's actually what I'm going to take.
Let's
Because I'm
break
going to
some
buy 2 palms anyway. Let's upgrade Static Discharge. That's the wrong one. Give this a little upgrade. And Hermes, attack 30% faster. As he's called, dodge chance and move speed up for 8 seconds. That's not bad. I think I want this just so I can slip more attacks in between every time I throw. Ocean's Bounty. Hey, perfect timing for that. No, it's not. Worst timing. This is the one you want really early. Actually, I didn't really talk about why I didn't pick the other two. I picked the attack speed because, like I said, I want to slip more attacks in between my special throws. Dodge and move speed it's nice, but again, it's based on using my Call or my Wrath. I'm not really thrilled about my Wrath. I'm not trying to use it that much, so I don't want to take that one. And the third one, it was again recovering HP when you get hit. I'm trying not to get hit, so I'm not going to take it. And this one, Typhoon's Fury, it's not going to help because I'm not going to slam anyone into barriers. This one's not going to help because I'm not going to get any more Gemstones or Darkness. Oh, actually, I'm going to get Darkness off this fight. It's just plus 55% Darkness off this last fight. That's all it is. This is Rupture, and it's only going to be caused when I'm doing my Wrath. I'm actually just going to take Ocean's Bounty.
Cerberus again accepts the sack.
Yes. So Cerberus steps out of your way. You don't have to kill the dog.
I can go.
Alright. Well, if you don't want any spoilers on who the last boss is, better close the video now. Have fun. Good luck. Otherwise, there he is.
I guess there's only one thing left to do. Isn't that so, Father?
I shall give you no quarter, boy.
I mean, it was in the title.
Darkness.
Down you go. Okay, so I have a minute and 22 seconds to beat him. No problem.
Keep up this foolishness.
You know exactly why.
You shall never find her. She is gone. Observe.
Put it with this, Father.
1 minute.
Olympus.
Oops. Well, you might pop one of my death defiances here. There it goes.
Not so fast.
Kick and scream all you like.
There.
If you insist, I will.
Let's go. I gotta hurry it up.
Hey, 30 seconds left. That's what I get for taking a timer to show off Erebus, when I'm going to stop and talk about everything I do. And Death Defiance number 2. Mostly just been very reckless in taking all the hits, just so I can, yeah,
You,
beat him in time.
with your youth, come your pay for.
There.
Alright. Alright, there we go.
In the name of someone very sore right now.
Oh, see, I never even used my... I haven't... So, this is the first run I've actually done. I just unlocked them. I never used them. I totally forgot I had them. Would have been very useful in that fight. So yeah. So that's the decision making for pretty much every boon I picked, every room I skewed towards, every time there was a choice. Let's see what I got. Yeah, so that's why I did pretty much everything I did. Hopefully that helps others, or anybody who's watching this, with their own decision making.
The clever-minded prince again eluded certain death, up to a certain point, but then, predictably, made one of his fatal mistakes. Again.
Again. 400 escape attempts. I'd still just keep making the same mistakes.
I'll make it out of here yet.
So this is a little bit of a different approach to doing the run. Oh, you got something you want to say?
Thanatos, I ought to have asked by now, but what's it like? Up there, I mean, outside? You never talk about it. I almost forget that's where you go for work.
What can I say? It's different. I never stay up there for very long. Don't think I could. It starts making me feel ill. Too many sensations all at once. And when the chariot of Helios is in the sky, it gets so bright that I can barely see.
That sounds awful. If it's that bad, why would all the Olympians chat it up so much?
There's no accounting for their taste, I guess. But I'm discounting certain aspects that are not so bad. You know what? I'll not spoil the surprise. I have a feeling you're going to see for yourself soon enough.
Maybe. I hope.
There's Doggo.
You realize just how much property of mine you have defaced?
Oh, a lot of it. Got anything
What's new
renovations
contract
for me?
then?
Nope. Chat for you. Oh yeah. If you're new, you should totally come see this guy, like all the time. This doesn't seem like a good deal. This is the reverse of this. I'm not doing that. What do you cost? 2 gems. I actually might need that. Not right now, though. Okay. Oh, yeah. What a King of Olympians.
That
Perfect.
definitely came to pass.
Goddess of Wisdom. See? Divine Protection. It's the only one I haven't taken yet. Unhealthy Fixation. Hunters. It's like 1 on all of them I need. Alright. So, yeah, that is a complete Hades run. Hope it helps. I will catch you all in the next part. Until then, goodbye for now.